India's air power doctrine is quietly undergoing a major transformation. The Indian Air Force is now dividing its mighty Sukhoi fleet into specialized combat roles, one becoming a next-generation high-tech air dominance platform and the other evolving into long-range missile truck capable of launching devastating standoff strikes deep inside the enemy territory. Under this ambitious Super Sukhoi program, nearly 200 Sukhoi Su-30 MKIs will be receiving cutting-edge upgrades. But interestingly, around 70 older Sukhois are being spared from expansive overhaul. Instead, they are being converted into dedicated heavy missile carriers armed with BrahMos and future indigenous cruise missiles. This is not just cost-cutting, it is a calculated war-fighting strategy designed to maximize combat power while preparing for future conflicts against China and Pakistan. Today we look at how the Indian Air Force plans to turn its aging Sukhoi fleet into one of the deadliest long-range strike forces in Asia. India modernizes air power. The Sukhoi Su-30 MKI has remained the backbone of Indian Air Force for more than 2 decades. From air dominance patrols over Ladakh to maritime strike missions over the Indian Ocean. The heavy twin-engine fighter has carried the burden of India's frontline air power. But now, the Indian Air Force is preparing this aircraft for a completely new phase of warfare. Under the massive Super Sukhoi modernization plan, nearly 200 newer Su-30 MKIs will receive advanced indigenous upgrades that includes Virupaksha AESA radar, modern electronic warfare systems, AI-assisted cockpits and next-generation mission computers. These upgrades are expected to keep the Su-30 MKI combat relevant well into the 2050s. Old Sukhoi's new mission. But the most interesting part of the strategy lies elsewhere. The Indian Air Force has decided that around 70 of its old Sukhois will undergo the expensive full upgrade program. Instead, these aircrafts are being transformed into dedicated long-range missile carriers, essentially flying arsenals designed to launch standoff weapons from safe distances. The logic is simple. Most of these older jets have already logged thousands of operational flight hours. Installing expensive new radars and avionics on aging airframes would deliver limited returns. So instead of retiring them, the Indian Air Force is extracting maximum combat value from them. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has already modified several of these aircraft to carry the 2.5-ton BrahMos A supersonic cruise missile. Long-range strike power. With a strike range exceeding 400 kilometers and an effective engagement reach extending far beyond that, these aircrafts can threaten enemy air bases, warships and strategic infrastructure without entering into hostile air defense zones. And this firepower is only expected to grow. By 2028, these Sukhois are expected to carry the lighter and stealthier BrahMos NG missile. Trials are also expected for DRDO's indigenous technology cruise missile alongside futuristic CATS Hunter air-launched cruise missile with a reported strike range of nearly 1,000 kilometers. Together, this transforms the Su-30 MKI from a conventional fighter into a strategic standoff strike platform. In future conflicts, these aircraft could operate alongside drones and unmanned loyal wingmen, launching waves of long-range precision weapons while remaining far from enemy radar coverage.
The Indian Air Force's Sukhoi strategy reflects a larger shift in modern warfare. Future air battles may no longer depend only on dogfights or close-range engagements. Instead, victory could increasingly depend on which side can launch more long-range precision weapons while staying outside enemy radar and missile envelopes. By splitting its Sukhoi fleet into high-tech air superiority fighters and dedicated missile carriers, the Indian Air Force is attempting to create exactly that balance: maximum combat effect at sustainable cost. With BrahMos, Astra, CATS Hunter and future indigenous weapons entering services, these aging Sukhois may soon become some of the most heavy armed strike platform in the region.
HAL focuses on future projects. The older radar systems on these jets are still capable of guiding such missiles during the initial launch phase before missiles on-board seeker takes over, which means expensive electronic overhauls are simply unnecessary for this role. Instead, the Indian Air Force will focus on structural life extension, software updates and engine overhauls to keep these aircrafts operational till at least 2040. This dual fleet strategy also eases pressure on Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. By avoiding costly upgrades on older airframes, HAL can redirect resources towards critical future projects like the Tejas Mark II and India's 5th generation AMCA program. India adopts a new doctrine. Military analysts say the model mirrors global trend. The United States Air Force still uses its aging B-52 bombers as long-range missile carriers despite their decades-old airframes. India now appears to be adapting a similar doctrine for Su-30 MKI. The result is smarter and more economical force structure, one that combines high-end upgraded fighters with heavily armed missile haulers capable of saturating enemy defenses from long distances. And in an era increasingly dominated by standoff warfare, drones and long-range precision strikes, that could become one of the Indian Air Force's most important battlefield advantages.
After decades of serving as India's frontline air dominance fighter, the Sukhoi is now evolving into something even more dangerous: a long-range precision strike platform built for the era of standoff warfare. And as India prepares for next-generation conflicts, the message from Indian Air Force is becoming increasingly clear. Every airframe, every missile, every platform will be pushed to deliver maximum combat power.